Question up on our Facebook page. The Athletic ranks BYU-Utah as the 28th best rivalry. How about you?
That's another reason I don't read The Athletic. That's dumb.
Should be higher than 28.
Yeah, but I don't know who did it.
Right.
But whoever it was has no idea.
Scott Docterman.
I have no clue who Scott Docterman
He
is.
is out of the Midwest.
He's out of the Midwest, is what I hear.
Where'd you hear that?
Know it all over there. So he has no idea. He's never been here.
How can you rank all the rivalries until you've been to them and felt them?
I've been involved in 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
Hardcore on this side of the country.
Mm-hmm.
And it ranks right there. By all measurements. Maybe the only one that doesn't apply or isn't good enough compared to the LA's is prestige. But that's it. And prestige it can come and go. When Bronco Mendenhall was here coaching BYU during their latter years in the Mountain West before everything was blown up, they had prestige because there was 2 good football teams that were playing. Sometimes it is not, but that's the beauty of it. Any rivalry can be great if there's a bunch at stake. But what makes this rivalry so awesome is the intensity of it is virtually the same, even if there's nothing at stake. That's what's really cool about it. That's how you judge it. Not if 2 11-0 teams are going at it, of course. No. How about 2 4-7 teams? That's when it's really special. And they've got that. And they've got everything in between. Any scenario you put out on the table for a rival, they've got. They've had prestige. It's not always there, but every rivalry. Last year, Michigan was 6-5. There was no prestige there. Ohio State wasn't going to win the conference. But yet it's still awesome, right? So that's what this one has just as much as anybody else's.
Where this rivalry tops is in the last, 30 years. What have there been? Maybe like 5 or 6 games that weren't very compelling in the last 2 minutes? Not close, but I mean, you can sit here and list the blocked field goals at the end of games, the 2-point conversion to the stop, the last-second touchdown pass, overtime games. And there were a handful of games that were out of hand at the end.
And that's what makes it great.
But there
it's
are
because
very
the winning team and the winning fans are going berserk. So you don't even need a close game. You could have 10 games of lopsided scores.
But we don't.
And the intensity of it wouldn't change a bit.
But I love the fact that it is so often so dramatic right at the end.
Well,
there aren't many
that's
rivalries.
the only time
that
it can be dramatic. It can't be dramatic in the third quarter. It has to be at the end.
There can be drama along the way and big plays and all
Drama
that.
is not dramatic.
Drama is not dramatic.
No. It's always, in order for it to be dramatic, it has to be at the end. They go hand in hand. Don't try to wiggle this one. I got you.
No, I don't think you do.
I know I do.
I don't want to. Tony says anything west of the Mississippi is an afterthought to the media.
That's not true.
Don't you think the Oregon rivalry, Oregon State, is
No.
recognized as a good one? No?
Sure, but not any better than ours.
Yeah. Agreed. Are there other rivalries west of the Mississippi?
Yeah.
Well, Texas-Oklahoma's west of Mississippi. That's recognized as a great rivalry.
Yeah, but is that even their primary? It has to be their primary rivalry. In order for it to be a rival, it has to be your primary. We're talking about the rivalry. In order for it to be the rivalry, it has to be your primary.
Well, we can talk to Barry about that when he's on next time, but I think it is the primary one to them.
I don't know. I mean, for years it was Oklahoma, Nebraska. So I would disagree on that.
Okay, but not for the last 30 years.
You can,
Oklahoma, Nebraska stopped.
You can have any right. So then you don't replace a rivalry. That's the point. Either it is or it isn't. You don't get somebody new.
All right. Well, as somebody who's lived it, I think that one's a big deal.
It is a big deal, but it's not the rivalry. It's just like SC and Notre Dame. It's not the rivalry. It's a big deal. I was there. It's a huge deal, but it's not the rivalry. You can have others. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But we're talking about the rivalry.
You think USC? You think Notre Dame means more to SC than UCLA, or you think UCLA means more than Notre Dame?
I'm not sure where you're going at, but
which
the
was
LA
the
rivalry
to
is
SC?
number one.
Okay, that's what it means. So to USC, UCLA means more.
But that doesn't downplay the other one. It's just we're talking about the rivalry. And if you trade, the second you trade, you've eliminated the importance of the rivalry. Then there's no way the second place team that has now become the first place team, that doesn't work. Either it is or it isn't.
It is or isn't what?
The rivalry. You can only have one.
Why can you only have one?
Because it's
USC
the
has
rivalry.
two.
You can have 15. You can have 100. But you can only have one rivalry.
It gets the in front of it.
Yes, that's the point of this poll. Or whatever it was. Ranking, I guess. I don't know if he polled people or how he came up with the list. Yeah, you can have 7, 8, whatever. Fine. I mean, the service academies, they all got that. But there's only one the rivalry. I mean, Utah fans, they thought they had something, a big rivalry budding with USC.
Yeah, but USC felt
Somebody
that
forgot to tell USC.
Yeah, USC feels that when they go into a lot of stadiums.
And they wanted that to happen because they had beaten the big dog a few times. And I get why they thought that. But now who knows when the next time they'll play. But it was fleeting. Others are substantial. I mean, I think Stanford thinks they've got a rivalry with Notre Dame because they play them every year. Mm-hmm. And Navy usually plays them. Yeah, that's fine. But you can only have – and a lot of places don't even have one. That's what makes it so special.
True story there.
Yeah.
DJ and PK, Brett Ciancia, Pick 6 previews. What does he make of the Big 12? Where does he have Utah and BYU? We will talk with him next. Stay with us.